Happy Thursday, everybody, and welcome to Change Your Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. We got an awesome show planned tonight, and the subject matter for the show is circles around something that I think a lot of people go through at some point in their life. You know, and that's really, should you share credit when it isn't deserved?
Okay.
Where you've actually done something, you may have been solo, maybe been with someone, you did the majority of it, you did all of it.
Right.
And you kind of be that bigger person, or just looking at the team aspect, you sharing credit.
Mm-hmm.
But then you look back at it later, you're like, man, shit, I only see what that benefited me.
Right.
And it may have not have benefited you, it may have benefited the other person, and you did everything. And life is life full of things, moments where we can have reflections and have those. I wish I could have did this different moment.
Right.
Right.
That's always
so,
happens.
That's a whole thought process in regards to talking about tonight's show. And here's the thing about it: when we're talking about to share credit when it isn't deserved, I'm not just talking about we're not talking about it just from a parenting relationship. We're talking about professional. We're talking about career. All those things, right? And so those different aspects. So, guys, I love for everybody to make sure they in and also kind of add to the conversation. So feel free to call in at any time at 678-740-9894. Again, the call-in number is 678-740-9894. Right now, we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. Also, we got Mr. Short Dollar connected to it as well, because I think the subject matter kind of crosses over, not just what we're talking about from a personal level on Change Live, but also, like I said, professional and business level aspect. So, that's why I brought in Mr. Short Dollar as well. But again, we're talking about should you share credit when it's deserved, right? Before we get started, I got a little ahead of myself. I want to say what's up to my producer, DJ Lab.
What's going on, brothers? Thursday, best day of the week.
Yes, sir.
Best day of the week. So what's been up with you?
Man, everything been cool, man. Big shout out to, man, before I get started, I also want to say what's up to my other producer, Slick316. What's up, Reek? This week been pretty cool. Been busy working, man. But big shout out to my son, Chris. He started a Master and Taylor program.
I saw it. I saw it. What?
So he started last week, but this was appreciate it. Actually started doing the work and stuff. So we've been doing okay, man.
Okay.
And it's like a 4-week program, and at the end of it, it'll be a Master Tailor.
So he'll be able to make suits from the patterns.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
From the pattern suits, dresses, do it all, man.
So you gonna give him plenty of practice.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But when
I might need me a couple.
Yes, sir.
A couple of custom made suits too. Now,
the brother teaching his name is James McFarland. Call him Gentleman Jim. If you Google Gentleman Jim, he'll come up. He was actually one of the first black tailors in the city of Atlanta.
Okay.
That had his own shop. He was out there on Far Road in Buckhead. And so he dealt with most of the white clientele.
Okay.
And everything like that. Man, he has a real story.
Real story.
Just sitting there, with him just sharing his tales, and like he gave me his book where he detailed his journey and stuff like that. But man, I'm looking at some of the garments and stuff like that. And I mean, it's real eccentric, unique stuff in there and stuff like that. But he's been a great teacher with Chris so far. So big shout out to that. I also give a shout out to my boy Will B. He had his middle school orchestra.
So he in the orchestra.
Yeah.
What instrument? What?
He played the bassoon.
We'll be playing the bassoon. Okay. I can see him playing. Yeah, man. He like it.
Yeah, well, yeah. This is second year playing and everything. He's passed the Mary had a little lamb stage, and but yeah, man. I got some good kids, man. I'm real proud of both of them, in their endeavors, man.
Okay.
But going to what we're talking about today, in regards to sharing, should you share credit when it's deserved? Everybody got them different stories, and I'm gonna talk about several in my case, but I remember one that really, really stuck with me. That was when I was working in corporate America, and if people really know me personally. Most people don't. I don't have a problem opening my mouth.
Right.
And I remember we was in a corporate meeting. We were going down to we went through a whole transition from different banks. And people don't know, I dealt in a corporate accounting more so than so it's actually insurance accounting is very, very complicated. By the effective regular business. insurance operate in policy years.
Mm-hmm.
So the accident, let's say, especially if it's workers' comp,
Uh-huh.
you got hurt in 2012, there still might depending on the level of damage, they might be still making payments to that person now.
Okay.
So those years are still, if that makes sense.
I get what you're saying.
Right. So insurance accounting is totally different. Anyway, long story short, we transitioned to banks because you got to find a bank that can do that. It was real tedious process.
Okay.
So we get into like a meeting, and the CEO comes get to talking, and he give a shout out to I'm seeing counted the CFO. Hey man, you know, just give a big shout out to Larry. Hey, this was a great thing you did, and everybody.
Right.
Hey man, my ignorant ass, I couldn't help. I like a little 12-year-old.
Right.
I did that.
Right.
Because I'm sitting there waiting.
Right.
Is this punk ass gonna say something?
Right. Gonna pass the torch.
Yeah. It wasn't me. It was Dion. He get up.
Oh,
hell no. Hell no. I did that.
Right.
Man, he just, and I'm like, hold on now.
Right.
Hold on, it hurt me. Not that I wasn't recognized by the CEO. What hurt me was this MF, he knew he didn't do it.
Right.
He knew he didn't. I mean, didn't have any, and here's the deal, man. Wasn't gonna at all just, hey, whatever, just deflect it and say, no, it wasn't me. No. And he know he didn't. And everybody act like I was just this bad cop. Like I'm having a tantrum.
Cause you scared.
Man, I ain't give a shit. What I'm saying?
I had that same issue today, Poochie.
Really?
National Forest Service called me. Hey, just called a random number, I guess, and it ended up at my desk. Hey, got a fire on the mountain, and I think it was in Tennessee. Got a fire on the mountain in Tennessee, the forest fire, and you have a VOR out there, and the fire is going to get to the VOR before we able to put it out.
What's the VOR?
Velocity for the planes to know what.
Got you.
I don't really want to let everybody know where I work.
No, I ain't want to know. I just gotta go ahead with
it.
I got you. So they needed you. I got you. I'm sorry, Larry.
Right. So it's gonna get to it before it gets fire. So I'm like, okay, cool. I need to figure out who. That's not my department. I'm in a whole nother department. So I was like, I'm looking up stuff. I'm talking to this lady. We looking together. 30 minutes in, and I said, let me ask such and such. So I asked the guy who works with me, who been there a little bit longer than me. I said, hey, who I need to actually get to let them know that this is a fire on this mountain. This lady, that need to let us know that it's gonna be a problem. It may be a problem. He said, oh, hold on. He started typing in email titles, and then he typed in copy our boss, me and his boss. And then he started sending the email. Hey everyone, Forest Service and got in contact with us, letting us know that there's a fire on the mountain at such and such, and someone might need to go out there, take a look at it, get back and contact me when it's done. Did not copy me on the email at all.
Took you out of the equation.
Took me out the equation totally. And that's not what I asked him. Made it seem like they called him and was talking to him. He was talking to these people for 30 minutes, trying to figure out what, how to get it done. Talking to, I said, okay, cool. See, the problem is, he don't know who I talked to. I didn't tell him. So once I saw him send the email, I packed up my shit and I left. I was pissed off.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why it really got me heated with that. I'm gonna be honest with you. And again, tonight we're talking about share credit when it isn't deserved. I'm gonna tell you something, man. You know me, man. I'm sitting there. Keep in mind, I'm the only brother. These white guys, they pulling me in and out of the rooms. When you again, everybody have different pathways they have when they're in corporate America and everything. But I'm gonna share mine and stuff like that. So I don't even hold no bars about it.
Right.
But I knew it was like, I know the white guys really, they were very uncomfortable. Is all of them like that? No. The ones I dealt with, damn sure.
Right.
I had a great mentor. Two great mentors. One was white. He took care of me, taught me a lot, so now I'm very appreciative. But the vast majority, no. And one thing about it that makes a lot of people uncomfortable in corporate America is a confident black man working in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know me, man. I don't bite my tongue.
Right.
But I remember when we were going through a lot of those meetings, actually with the bank stuff, this is what always stuck with me. They will try to that point, have meetings like just say BB&T, the Wells and stuff will come in. I'm the one dealing with it.
Right.
They wouldn't have me in the meetings, but then they'll keep walking out the room to ask me questions. And I'm like, why the hell do y'all keep coming to me?
Right.
And you know, we're doing it. No, there's nothing to get upset about, Deonte. No, why are you? Why? No, don't do that. I said, I'm not for sure. I'm acting like a damn third grader. But that's the kind of stuff I went through. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I just remember that then when it's all said and done, I'm being this damn point of reference. When everything totally pulled me out the mix of everything.
Right.
You feel me?
I mean, he pulled me out that equation quick today.
Yeah.
Like real quick. All he had to do was tell me what department I need to go to, and I could have sent the email. That's all I asked him.
Why do you think that was done?
He wanted to make it seem like it was a situation that he took care of. I already know what it was.
It's crazy because at the end of the day, lad, to be honest with you, I wouldn't even want to put myself in a situation because if I get asked a question, now I wouldn't know.
Right.
But those white guys had no problem. They walk right out the room.
Was a white guy.
Yeah, they walk right out the damn office, the meeting room, back and forth, kept asking me questions.
He don't know who I talked to.
Exactly.
He don't know which team the Forest Reservists is sitting out there to take care of it. She told me all of that. She told me what team they was from. She told me they got colors or something that they had to go by. She gave me the lease number. She gave me all that information for point of reference. And then said, okay, well, who I need to get in contact with just in case there's any more issues, and I can call them. And I said, well, just call this number back. But the thing is, he don't know what the situation. He don't know nothing.
And stuff like that happen all the time.
He knows nothing. And I left before he could ask me anything.
Yeah. You SOL.
Yeah, I'm good.
Bro, I remember that. They were having damn meetings. And they had the damn gall to leave out the damn meetings. And keep coming back. And why the hell are y'all doing that?
Right.
I don't know. I got to see. If I sit down and I think about it, I'll look. Well, no, they keep, you figured it out? No, I ain't figured out shit. How the hell y'all having a meeting? But don't do it, but then, hey, Deonte, we had the meeting. When you think you have this stuff together? Give me like a couple days. That's that bullshit I had to go through, right?
Right.
But that whole thing with that meeting, that was like that, when the CFO was acknowledged, that was like the ultimate slap in my face to do that. And that's why I want to have, these conversations. Because, again, we're going to talk about these. I can share stuff on personal level. We're going to be transparent. I'm going to be on certain things where I felt like I didn't get any recognition. Other people taking credit for shit. Like, nah, and I've learned that over the years. I'm not, if anybody knows me, I don't get into all the eye to eye. Ask me a question, I'll tell you. A lot of time people get offended with stuff really because things that they didn't do.
Right.
And everything. But that's why I want to have that conversation with people because I know everyone has had instances here and there where you like, oh shit, we ain't do that.
Right.
Or we gotta split the profit or split the actual what's it enjoyment, but whatever came out of the result that came out of it, man, they ain't do nothing.
Right.
Why I gotta do this? Why I gotta do that? Especially when we start talking about that credit. Like,
right.
No. I don't want to do that. But that's why when people, if you have a situation where you had split credit, gave somebody got credit for something that you did, they were part, they may have been part of it, didn't do too much. Please feel free to call in 678. Share your story. 678-740-9894. Get a number 678-740-9894. And see, there are critical and practical reasons not to share credit when it isn't deserved. And the first one, guys, is just basic integrity. Giving credit when it's due demonstrates integrity and honesty. Taking credit for someone else's work or ideas is dishonest and can damage your reputation in the long run. And a lot of time, man, we know it's just some folks snakes. Snakes.
Right.
Think about it, what we see a lot back in the music industry. When those black artists, probably in the 30s and 40s, were breaking them songs. Yeah. And they had white people that, that didn't sing or whatever and got all the credits. All these kind of things we're doing.
All the residuals. Right. And
it's been happening. Some of these war stories, people didn't, taking credit for other stuff when black soldiers did certain things. But it's always happened. And at the end of the day, you sit there, sometimes you have situations where folks know they didn't do shit.
Right. And
then really, really a lot of times you catch you off guard, like, well, hey man, I did that. Your idea. How many folks have had a situation? Somebody stole your damn idea. Hey man, and again, now I'm the first person to say that no idea is original, right? But but at the end of the day, you know when somebody, taking somebody's thing, and they were right there on the cusp of being able to produce or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard different ideas from different people, but I know at the end of the day they wasn't gonna put it in fruition. I never took somebody's stuff credit for anybody. I never have done that. But I understand if it's a situation where, hey, I heard about doing this, let me try it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I understand that part. But it's time where people just really just have, no one lab did it.
Right.
No one lab did it. And it's nothing wrong with saying, well, look, man, we grew this together. We worked on it. But some folks just, look, I got to be the one. I got to be acknowledged as the person that did it.
Right.
I ain't lab. And knowing damn well.
Right.
That they didn't, man.
They didn't do anything with it. Only thing they did was listen to what you said when you was giving them the idea. That's it.
A lot of times, especially like in a work environment, people are banking on you not saying that because they think you scared of losing your job. That's what it is most of the time. You have a superior taking credit for stuff you did. They'll actually, hey, they'll do that really just punk you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
See what you're going to say, or see how scared you really are, and see what they can do the next time.
Well, to be honest with you, most of the time stuff like that happen. Person know you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You might can sit here and go and be mad and say something to somebody else, but people hold stuff over your head real quick, man.
Real quick.
You know what I'm saying? Banking on that, because again, you might be in fear of losing your job, maybe in fear of losing your position.
Mm-hmm.
Just hesitant to deal with any kind of retribution that another person may have against you because the way you reacted, right? So those kind of things from an integrity standpoint, man, it's a lot of lying ass people out there, though.
Exactly.
It's a lot of lying ass people out there. You have to be very, very careful. And Malcolm shared this with me years ago. He always said, "Poochie, be careful who you share stuff with." People can talk you out of stuff real quick. They also can take stuff from you.
That's right.
I'm not saying keep all things to yourself or just worry about it. Cause I had some folks and they'll say, "Well, I ain't gonna tell you this or whatever." And you be like, "You ain't gonna do that shit anyway."
Right.
You ain't gonna do it.
You ain't gonna do nothing.
You ever hear them rappers like, "Yeah, man, they stole my style."
Yeah.
Like, that didn't stop. Like,
right.
Come on, man. If that's your style or however you do it, I don't see why you just still didn't do it.
Right.
Like
the difference doesn't make.
Yeah, exactly. They ain't you. So
right.
It don't matter.
So
like
we're gonna have a little different flavor on it.
Somebody started a tax business. I can't get in my feelings. Look how many people over the years don't work for me and left. Look how many folks have been here
and done shows and left. Yeah.
And they show didn't do shit. And they leave and everything stuff. Let me stop, man.
But let me ask you a question. When it comes to credit, like and taking credit, sharing credit with someone when they don't deserve it, what about when like I'm gonna give you a good example. My son, he was having an issue with some reading when he and I used to work. So I went to school and then I worked at night, and she went to work during the day and went at night. It was some way we worked out we was okay. But I spent hours, like I got like 2 hours of sleep every day helping him through this, and he finally got it. And then we went to the counseling for the parent teacher meeting, and the teacher was like, "Yeah, we noticed that your son, he's doing a lot better in the read. He's really catching on now. He's really understanding it." And my ex say, "Yeah, we did a great job of that. We worked very hard. We worked very hard to get him where he at." And I'm thinking to myself, you did nothing. Like, she literally did nothing. But she was proud to take that credit.
Bro, let me tell you something. Anybody experience a lot of that damn wee French shit in marriage, boy.
That
wee. Shit, boy. I tell you. You know what, though, man? I'm going to be honest with you. We talking about, should you share credit when it was deserved? Typically, you feel some type of way, but typically you going in a family unit, maybe some team's perspective, the thought process is we moving as one. So, we're doing that, but it feels a lot better,
right,
when the other person can acknowledge you did that. Or even if you would have said, "We did that," knowing the other person didn't.
Right.
Because that's how I used to always roll. Like,
Right.
well, if it's stuff that, that I know I had a big part of it in, and I'm going to say this. Ex-wife did. She did things. So I ain't going to sit here and say she didn't. But I know damn well the shit, like you said, the stuff that I did that was rough. I share credit where where later on it bothered me.
Yeah, that you did that.
Yeah, that I did it, and people act like I didn't do nothing.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
Even though you put in all the effort, you shared the credit.
Absolutely.
Well, as time went on,
absolutely,
you ain't do nothing.
Absolutely.
Right.
And made me move a lot different. With stuff, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't share credit no more.
Right.
I never throw my ex.
Right.
Damn sure ain't finna ain't on that we shit.
Right.
We did this, we did that. No, hell no. No.
I need all my credit.
Yeah, absolutely. Because at the end of the day, people don't have no damn problem stealing it.
That's right.
And your end game be okay, cool, family in a certain way, everybody good, the kids good. Your thought process can be like that, but at the end of the day, the thought process is not like they getting to the goal, right? It's just like, you in grad school, everybody's, they put you in groups and stuff like that. You gotta do it,
right?
And like, it's all gonna be 5 people. One ain't gonna do nothing.
Especially when you get that master's degree.
Oh man!
Oh my God!
The capstone class.
Oh my God! I hate them groups because I knew them ideas, and there was always 3 or 4 people in the back of my class in our group just wait for us to come up with the ideas because they know they're gonna get credit for it. Yeah. What's going on? Media Boss Queen, Royalty Beautiful Lee Events. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah. And I knew they were waiting to take credit for it. Yeah. But we had to do it. That was part of the curriculum.
But you know what? I will say this. Now at the end, they, the professors do give a survey to fill out, okay, well, who did this, who didn't. And everybody sending it up, each individual had to submit their, like, who in your group didn't do nothing. Right. And everything. So they did ask them.
Yeah, we did get those too, but it was just the point. That was at the end. And we had already did the work.
And the work still had to get done.
You're right.
So that's one of the things we're talking about. Just, should you share credit when it isn't deserved? Guys, if you have any story where you had to do the same thing, you experienced it, you felt some type of way about that, or you just, you took credit for something you didn't necessarily do, feel free to call in and share your story. The call-in number is 678-740-9894. Again, the call-in number is 678-740-9894. And another part, something when we start talking about, whole aspect of sharing credit where it deserves, just looking at trust. Trust is essential in any professional relationship. Taking credit undeservedly erodes trust among colleagues, leading to a toxic work environment and strained relationship. A lot of times working, especially in, a company, that can even be looked at as far as even kind of team, athletic, work team, or whatever. You got to have some kind of degree of trust in regards to hopefully doing these tasks, you doing that task, and at the end of the day, the summation to get to that goal. So I got to trust you to going to do what you got to do. Right. Now, I go over there, you ain't doing what you got to do, I got to pick up your slack, whatever, and everything like that. Now everybody got this $1,000 bonus. We made the deadline. Right. We got the bonus. Right. I was going to divvy this up, man, you didn't do this. Now, you know damn well, you ain't going to get that money back.
No, exactly.
And say, hey, man, I ain't really do it,
I ain't do that. He go that.
Deonte did most of this work. No.
Deonte did all the work.
Because at the end of the day, you can go back and forth to your supervisor complaining, but the work still got to get done. Right? Right. So that's just one of them things, man. And life's an MF. When you got to try to sit here and get things done and stuff like that, that's one of them things, like, at some point, to avoid you burning out, you moving in a certain way, you got to open your mouth and say something, right? Another aspect we're looking at just being straight motivation. People are motivated when their efforts are recognized and appreciated. Taking credit for others' work can demoralize them, leading to decreased morale, productivity, teamwork. There's nothing worse than, like, you have somebody that's come in with the right attitude, want to do everything the right way, and buying in and stuff like that, and they keep getting their legs cut off.
From under.
Yeah, because, hey, this person right here, how many of y'all been in them positions where got a supervisor, they're getting the credit for other kind of stuff, but it's not them.
They're not doing any other work.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? They just going out texting all damn day, right? But the people on the job, they're doing all the work.
Right.
You know? Oh, you can look at it like, hey, man, rank have its privileges. Everybody got a different way of getting recognized with certain. I get that part. But a lot of times when you're in leadership, you got to be aware of, hey, man, listen, these people, these soldiers, these workers, they're the ones that doing these kind of things to help me look good. And
but how many people actually really do? How many people actually will say, no, take a team, or no. Deonte Lab did all that part right there.
It varies, Lab. I don't know. I couldn't even see it and tell you, to be honest with you, say 50-50, 64. I don't know. And all because I've seen both sides of it where you got people that are genuinely like, hey, man, y'all take care of me, I'm take care of y'all. Mm-hmm. And they got, you have they're the kind of supervisors that totally into it. People don't even want to let them down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They just moving because they take care of people so much. Want to move me on to work for them. Mm-hmm. See one with an iron fist. They ain't trying to be polite. They ain't trying to be nice. Come here to do your job and whatever. And they can keep cracking the whip and doing this kind of stuff like that. From my personal opinion, I think a lot of time what happens is people, you're only going from a productivity standpoint, you're only going to get so much when you kind of hold that iron fist.
Right.
And people feel kind of good about themselves, about what they're doing, and you're acknowledging them and stuff like that. It's the McDonald's theory. Like I remember when I was in high school, I think I weighed 425, 450, right? Uh-huh. And I remember like I'm at the fry station, I'm on the register, whatever that we getting paid, and they give somebody probably $1 more. Mm-hmm. A tie and a shirt make him manager,
right?
But they giving him all these responsibilities that's way more costly. But because he got a tie, he got a little raise,
right,
and everything. But now you get to flirt with the girls. They feel like he the manager and all that stuff.
Schedules.
Yeah, in his mind, people that come in, people looking at he the manager. I'm not really making fries, ain't on the register. They can get more out of him, right? Mm-hmm. But they really ain't did nothing but just probably give him $1 more, give him a ton more responsibilities. And a lot of times, when people know certain psychologically what triggers, because some folks want money,
right?
Some folks want autonomy, some folks want titles,
right?
And a lot of times, what buttons to push on people, you get the most. You get the most out of it. But again, we start talking about those type of people that lead from a threat standpoint or a motivational standpoint. I think motivating can move forward, but then some folks lazy. Sometimes you say, because here's the deal, Lab. I seen situations where, hey, everybody treated with respect, everybody feel good with themselves, and folks take advantage of it. Mm-hmm. And then you got to have Mr. Kick-Ass coming out.
Right.
Hey, firing folks, raising hell, and then everybody get their stuff straightened out. Hey, look, we gonna bring we having a job fair tomorrow.
We're bringing a whole new crew in.
Yeah, so, it's give or take.
Well, is that like when Deion Sanders went to Colorado? He said, a lot of y'all ain't gonna be here tomorrow or whatever. We got rid of most of the team.
Well,
that's the same aspect.
It can work like that, but what we're talking about today was just sharing credit. Mm-hmm. It was a lot of credit that was given to his son. Now they losing. That's a lot of blame on other people. Mm-hmm. Got to keep that same energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, and I will say this too. I think that I was me being a football fan. I think they kind of like what I thought. I thought they're going to be 6-6 with everything. And I think that they got an opportunity to get better as the years go by. Mm-hmm. They kind of where I thought they were, where they're going to be at. But, I mean, you can't have me. We talk about football was probably the ultimate team sport because you got more people out there playing. You throwing kids on the bus like, hey, we got to get rid of some of these players and all that stuff and everything. When things go bad, shit, you think I'm finna block for your son?
Right.
You telling me you gonna get rid of me?
Right.
You throwing? I mean, that's the thing.
I'm gonna hurt myself.
Cause I'm gonna tell you something, dog. And I'm a firm believer in this. You gotta keep that same energy. Right. You throwing them kids on the bus front. Do you do the same shit when you make a bad call, a bad mistake?
Right.
Most times they ain't.
Nah.
And it's gonna be very interesting to see how all that plays out in the next year or two.
Right.
Just what we're doing. I really want to see. I think they'll finish at 500 this year, but I really want to see how they plan out the next year. So because some of the things that seems like is hype, saying in front of those mics, I think a lot of it gonna be used against them.
Mm-hmm.
Against so we like to see, but that's part of just kind of just saying, hey, we're gonna get rid of this, get rid of that. Gotta when it work for you and stuff is good. When it don't work, gotta keep that in.
Got to take that same credit, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
When you take credit, if it would work for you when you did it, you would have took the credit. Now you got to take the same credit now that's not working. Share that credit then.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do that. That ain't happening.
That ain't gonna happen.
But here's the deal: you respect a lot of people when they stand on, hey, bro, I messed up.
Yeah.
I did it. Thought I was gonna do that, and you own things.
Your mistakes.
What I've learned, when you own it, people respect you more. I've been times, man. Look, I messed up. Man, why you messed up? Da, bro.
Right.
But you could have messed up. Look,
what's that?
I done said I missed a damn time. Shit, I ain't finna keep
don't keep repeating
tape
this.
recording. But at some point, usually you gotta drag it out too much. Like, okay, cool. That's what it is, right? And the key thing is to be able to move forward with it. A lot of folks don't want to own stuff, like
That's it.
Yeah, real talk.
That's it.
Real talk. A lot of folks don't want to own things. Another key aspect is basic professionalism. Professionalism involves acknowledging the contributions of others. Failing to do so can make you unprofessional, selfish, and hindering your professional growth and opportunity. You ain't got a lot of stand-up people. Again, we talking about should you their credit where you deserve. I think that one of the biggest things I'm just using myself for. I've been able to make certain things because people have a reputation of being a stand-up person.
Yeah.
When I mess up, say
you
I
own
messed
it,
up,
right?
Or I'm gonna try to fix it. But something that I did wrong, I own it. Something I gave him a word on, I give him a word. I don't give him a word. I don't give my word if I can't keep it. If I say I'm gotta do something, if I tell you I'm gonna do something this Saturday, then I find out later my son got something, I'm gonna do what I told you I'm gonna do. But that's why I'm so very careful before I give my word. But I give my word, I give my word.
Yeah, you always tell me, let me see what I got going on. You can't do nothing but respect it.
Yeah. and even if something come up, hey, with the kids or whatever, I made this commitment. We're doing it. And if it's something I can't do it because I gotta do it, that's it.
Different.
But usually I break my neck trying to not even be in that situation, right? But your word is your word. And that's kind of how I feel, how I do in business, I do professional standpoint, even personally.
Why do you think it's so hard, in your opinion? Why do you think it's so hard for people to stand on that word and just to be real about all aspects of what we talk about, taking credit and sharing credit when it's good and sharing credit when it's bad? Why is it so hard for that to be accomplished? Why do people? I don't get what I get it, but in your opinion, why is it like that? Why is that way?
Vast majority of people don't have personal accountability. Most people don't be accountable. They want to be responsible.
Right.
They want to be in charge, but they want to be accountable.
Okay.
Nobody want to look bad. Nobody want to look stupid. Nobody want to look competent. Right? You don't have to be that. But sometimes things go wrong. You can protect that image. But nobody wants to be that. Nobody wants to be the bad guy. Right?
Right.
But when you're in leadership or you start doing some things to ascending, those kind of things are inevitable. Right?
Right.
So a lot of times people just don't want to be accountable. Stuff. Like I said, they want responsibility.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you ever seen somebody so damn quick when shit go wrong, they deflect.
Right.
Well, I did it, but that person did it. That person did it.
Right.
A good example, like, that President Trump era. Like, hey, bro, Trump, quick, we did what's going to go wrong. You're blaming on somebody else.
Right.
And a lot of people just don't really, they're just not accountable. And I've seen a lot of time people don't be able to last because they can't handle that kind of stuff. Everybody can't handle smoke, lab. Everybody can't. And that's real talk, man. Leadership rough.
Right.
Leadership rough, man. I've been on plenty of boards, plenty of other stuff, even running my own business and stuff. It's a very lonely walk. When you got to be accountable and stuff like that because not me personally. I try my best. Hey, stuff go wrong.
Right.
And if it don't, I gotta just take what come along with it.
Right.
I can take all the credit. I gotta be able to take with it, and everybody can't handle that.
They can't handle that pressure of bad credit, because a lot of times, what I've noticed, like even like today, with him taking the credit for the shit I did, when that goes wrong for him, what is he gonna do then? You get what I'm saying? Because he doesn't know he doesn't know the ins and outs of what we discussed in that conversation. And with what's going on that mountain and the fire and all that stuff, something's gonna go wrong.
I got some shit going on now, just professionally. People act like they got this damn amnesia about some stuff, but I'm not the one to play with that kind of stuff in regards to I didn't know I know. How the hell you didn't know? Yes, the hell you did. Yes, the hell you did. And I go for that's something going on me right now, where people are in charge of stuff and they act like they didn't know whatever. No, man, that's why we got emails.
Right.
One thing I said to white people in corporate America taught me, and that was cover your tail.
Email.
Hey, there you go. Email. Everything's documented.
Right.
People forget, but paper and emails always remember.
Right.
And that's the thing about it, dog. That's your question, man. People just don't want to be accountable.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And that's just real talk. And the accountability standpoint is appreciate that slick. The accountability standpoint comes up because perception. Right? That's why I said nobody, dang man, if it didn't work or anything like that. As a football coach, sometimes coach get out. The coaches might got some freaky athletes,
right?
Like just I don't care what it is. Them kids, they
gonna make it happen.
Just come out there and they just do everything,
right?
But then when they go against another team, some freaky athletes, a coach. Looking come where the kids don't listen. The kids ain't this.
Right.
Yeah, these same kids you been doing all your stuff with, right?
The same kids you been winning with.
Coach don't want to say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes parents. Coach, why you did it? Coach, why you took? Coach, what was the one of the biggest? Coach, why you don't have the kids do this? Why you have my son do that? Man, told your son.
Right.
You had this son different.
Right.
And it's the look. I never forget that look parents have when you tell them that. You told your son.
Right.
I ain't want to call that, hey, hard head or whatever, but they just didn't do it.
They just didn't do what I told them to do.
And again, that personal accountability, and there are a lot of adults that just don't believe, they do not, like I said, everybody want responsibility. They want to be able to do this and do that, get this freedom, but they do not want to do everything that comes. Now you looking dumb, now you looking sorry, now you not because you are, it's just because
what
happened. Work. That's why.
That accountability is a equalizer, ain't it?
It's an equalizer, but it has a lot to do with those things are real lacking.
Yeah,
and I'm saying that based on, let me cut up. I'm saying that based
your experiences.
Experience, especially going in these. That's why I've got too many people covering them. Hey, you finish high school. You got 4 or 5 years of 4 years of high school. You all the way live. They still
right.
Yeah, man. Got you, man. Hey guys, again tonight we're talking about shooting credit. Call in, share your story if you got ask anything. Call in number is 678-740-9894. Again, the call in number is 678-740-9894.
Say hey, it's your mom. She just tuned in.
What's up, mom? Why you coming in late? Can't stay too long. I gotta keep moving. Yeah. What you been doing, mama?
Mama, you a little late. We 39 minutes in, mama.
You gotta hurry up. My son got a show tonight. Hurry up. I don't want to miss my son's show. What's up, mom? Oh, slap shit up.
That's right.
Thanks for tuning in, mom. Again, guys, we're talking about tonight, sharing credit within the third. Feel free to call in 678-740-9894. Again, that's 740-9894. I guess nobody had an experience, but nobody just knows somebody took. Now I hear stories all the time. We did this, we did that.
Right.
Call in and share. Nobody's gonna know who you are when you call.
That's the thing. People think everybody know their voice. You're not a celebrity. We all celebrities. I be telling y'all that about that phone. Don't nobody know you, Willis. Don't nobody know you, Willis. Call in. Tell us about it. You know you done had your supervisor take credit for you fixing them numbers on them books, making them getting them fries right. Call in, getting that supply chain together.
But that's is a real deflating thing once it happens to you, dog. We all feel good about ourselves, and we all feel good we make accomplishment. Last thing we want to have happen is it get taken away from us. The experience or the feeling from somebody that didn't have. If I do it, let me do it.
Right.
Let me say it's us.
But
I remember, I told you my damn ex-father-in-law when that damn nut. Shout out Terry Ferguson. I'm always gonna talk about his crazy ass the way he did. But I remember Pop at that time, like, I was just talking to him. You always say I. No, dog. I mean, I did. I'm just talking to the man. But a lot of times people be rooted so much in jealousy, they don't want you to sit here and get in and you ain't getting shine for it. But it's cool, man.
We're just having a conversation. You can't give me no props for it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I never would have. No, that ain't my thing.
Right.
We did it.
Right.
I ain't tripping. I never been so ego driven. I gotta get this, that. I never been this. I'm a confident person.
Right.
If I did it, I did it. But I never try to shy away. If it's a team wise, because I coached all the years. In the hell, you learn quick when you were coaching. All your X's and O's, but you damn sure need some Mo's and Jo's. So if you think you just this good coach, you can just do this kind of stuff like that, cool. You need some personnel, and that being other coaches and athletes or whatever to be able to do it. Even with business, you can actually be. I'm very, very good with moving the pieces around, but I damn sure am where I need talent, right? And I damn sure make sure talent is recognized by recognition, by money, whatever the hell it is, and stuff like that. So you know if you really may have some kind of success, i.e. with your children, i.e. with your with your business, you have to other things outside of what you did have to come into play with it, right? So a lot of times people get jealous. We'll start looking at certain things, so even with the credit. But I'm telling you, Lab, I damn sure. That was one thing I learned coming out of divorce. Don't share credit.
I know more.
Yeah, y'all know.
I know more. Nah, I used to be guilty of that. I share some credit. Like I used to try my best to make sure when I was married that
speaking that French, that oui.
Yeah, I was real Frenchy then. When I was married. That's that whole taking credit. And the whole thing that got me about it was a lot of times she knew she didn't do nothing. She knew 9 times out of 10 she didn't do nothing. I had a thing where I used to just keep the house clean, like doing the baseboards, bleaching the baseboards and all that, and people come out like, man, it smells so good and clean in here. And she be like, yeah, we do. We try to clean the baseboards. No, you don't. No, you don't.
But that's your old lady, but you ain't gonna throw her on the bus.
I'm not gonna throw her on the bus, but she know. But she already knew. So I'm not, those type of things, you have to live and learn from that shit. Like, that's not gonna be something that I'm gonna just now if I got married and I did that and the wife be like, you ain't do shit. Lee did.
Well, you never realize how much it aggravates you until you get away from it.
Right.
That's the thing about it. Until you get away from it, you never realize how much it really
aggravates the hell out you because you working hard. You doing a lot of things to make sure y'all good, but you are putting in all the effort.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
People go through that stuff every time. And y'all, they go through it all the damn time. Like, look, I'm tired of this stuff.
Right.
I'm tired of this stuff. And I just share that with myself. I was doing okay in corporate America as far as money, right? I ain't never really been in a situation where I'm like, man, I ain't getting paid. But one thing I kept looking at it was I was making all this money outside of my job, but these jokers over me, I supposed to be where they were.
Right.
And sometimes that certain, I always say the fear of you making a change has to be overcome by your fear of you not ever being certain things.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because you know, I understand. I don't, you know me, dog. I don't get too much in all the. Everybody need to be an entrepreneur. Everybody need to get an LLC. I don't get into that shit. Nobody. But I will say, no matter what move you make, that can be just moving to a whole nother job or going to a different situation or relationship, however it is. Your fear changing that. Your fear of, because you know that's frightening.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving your job, quitting, leaving a relationship, you know, something different. But you feel like you made that change can put you in a different trajectory. It's frightening. Change is frightening. Fear unknown, the greatest fear of all, right?
Right.
But your fear of not doing it, not trying it, once it oversees it, or your fear of not maybe feeling happiness or proud of yourself, not ever doing it, once it overcomes that, that's what,
Okay.
right? You know, every now and then you might get lucky and some push out. You
Mm-hmm.
got fired, they left you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
You know, real talk. And I can say that even like, well, my ex-wife, she fired. You know, I wanted to get the hell on, but you know, that fear of the unknown and everything like that. Now, when I
you
want
be scared because you be like, I know what she gonna do.
yeah.
But when I get out here in these streets, it might be different. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. And I had that issue too, but once I got over that part, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, you know, we married, you know, 20 years plus, you know, between the two of us, every 40-something years.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of figuring out what's worse.
Every damn.
What's worse?
Yeah.
Me staying here putting up with this or getting out there and potentially failing. What's worse? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I said when that your fear of not trying or finding out what's worse becomes greater than your fear of leaving, change.
But you know what it did teach me? Talk about credit and accountability and all that stuff. Once it's taught me now for the future, and you know I'm older, so summers are less. But it's taught me for the future that if I don't want to do it, if I gotta go, I gotta go. Like it's just is what it is because
once you gain the confidence, you know you can leave a situation. Pretty much life is damn near like shit. I can eat nothing I can't do.
right,
That's real talk.
it ain't nothing I can do, and I ain't gonna do nothing I don't want to do.
There are so many people right now. We talking about their credit when it's not deserved. There are a lot of people that are in situations right now that have been stuck for years, going to be stuck in forever because of that fear of change. And they'll never experience the feeling,
The rush,
of knowing, like, man, I did this shit.
right? The
I got
excitement that you
scared.
did on your own.
Man, I did on
you
my
ain't got
own.
to wee or nothing.
Yeah, man, I can't explain it.
Right.
Because I know one of my earliest was when I left the Army. And I remember going through you know, when you get ready to leave, I get out of the Army, just singing to you, sergeant, major. Everybody says, hey, man, why you really want to do this? And live? You know, just because they trying to get in. And I will never forget, I went to the sergeant major, and that joker, he said to me, you don't want to be in the Army, get the fuck out of my office. That's what he told me. Good kid, working and all that. It's like, damn, motherfucker, I just don't want to be in the Army no more.
Right.
I'm ready to go to college.
Right.
And I remember my first time in Keelan. I never forget the guy, man. He was a retired sergeant major. He pulled me to the side. The first sergeant was under the sergeant. He said, hey, man, I'm pissed.
Right.
You know, he said, man, you could do Burden. No doubt in my mind, you're going to be super successful wherever endeavor.
Right.
I need to hear it at 22.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That meant the world to me. But, you know, just seeing you hearing folks like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, damn, man, you
Where's
think
that coming from?
Shit, you don't think I can do it?
Right.
And it shows a lot of time when people think about you like, damn, you don't think I can do more than this, right? But some people like that. You know, for their own selfish reasons, they don't want you to step out there and get better. And you got to say, because, again, it's benefiting them, you to be in your situation.
Right.
Evolve, stuff like that. Now you sit there and that can actually change things for them or whatever. And people just feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? You know, you just get out there, you got your pressure washer. You don't got your lawnmower. Oh, man, shit, everybody do that. Yeah, I tried to do it a couple years ago. Ain't no money in that. It didn't work for you.
Right. You ain't do it right.
I see people do things all the time. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you ask me from a analytical standpoint, and I can look at it, hey, man, I can break that down. But when I see somebody going to an endeavor, hey, man, good luck with it.
Right.
Said, you cross that little want a consultant and I did that. That's different.
Right.
But that's my professional opinion. Like from a viability standpoint,
right.
What do you think about this? I might give you a different answer,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm just giving you a more math and information. But just on the onset, man, good job,
right.
man. Because it's very hard to do change.
Mm-hmm.
It is extremely frightening. So a person can get the confidence up to actually do things different in their life. Take on a new challenge. Move on out of the situation. All right, man, good luck. You know what I'm saying? Good luck. We'll hope it work out for you, this, that, and that. And people, people need that a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was a young dude. Like, I felt some type of way. I was scared. I was going to still leave.
Right.
But it meant the world to me to have an OG.
Say
and I think you're going to be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm very conscious of that with people. Like, man, you get a try. See how it is and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because folks, like I said, folks will keep your ass in limbo off their damn fears. Real shit, man. Real shit.
Trust
man.
Me, I know.
Real shit, man.
Trust me, I know.
You know, and there was a lot of cats. I felt that when I loved the Army, there was a lot of cats that stayed in the Army longer than they should have because of those damn fears.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to start over, new job. That's what holds a lot of us back on jobs. You know, we know this job ain't for us. We know we not supposed to be here.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something.
We know we are more than this.
Absolutely. I'm gonna tell you
but
something.
We need that. We so scared of not having that check. You know what I'm saying? Scared of what the wife or the girlfriend gonna say because we ain't got no money coming in right now. We so scared to make that change only because of that little check. They talking to us like a dog. Whatever. You always walking on pins and needles, and we so stressed for being there just because we need that check.
You can't enjoy your money.
Right.
You can't enjoy
you can't enjoy your day.
Yeah.
As soon as you wake up in the morning, you go,
I've been there for. I always remember one time that when Army stuff, I was just visiting before I got out. Belvedere Bankhead, and I was talking to some, OGs in the neighborhood. Like, Poochie, how you doing? I said, well, I'm finna get ready to get out. And why you gonna get out? Ain't nothing around here. Who said I'm staying around here?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, like,
this is the only place I can go.
Yeah, shit. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you just people, they temperament. They ain't nothing around here. Like, you don't know me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going back. That was one of those were stark things that a lot of people just didn't even look at it. Like, hey man, you have some kind of potential to do something different. A lot of it because they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I can look back and now I'm older and I'm mature enough. They begin stuff because I know my grandfather era. They feel like you go in the military, retire, set for life and stuff like that. But the whole aspect of dreaming, wishing yourself, sir, it just they can't fathom that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you scare yourself too. Like I remember I told a story when I went to college. When I was 15, I was at Morehouse, and I didn't know anything about down here. That scared me to the point to where I went back where I was from, went to Illinois. But if I had stayed here and just stuck it out, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, the brothers at Morehouse was good to me. They took care of me. They made sure I got up. They did all the stuff I was supposed to make sure I got to class. So I didn't have any issues there. Mm-hmm. My issue was that I was somewhere else that I didn't know about. You get what I'm saying? That was it. I had never been out of Chicago up until that point.
It's very critical. Situation like that, and I've been mindful. Each one of my boys, all three of them, it's been moments I've got that call.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it here, this, that, and that. They might be shedding a tear. I want to come home and they sad and depressed. And you gotta be straight up. Like, look, shit, you gotta tough it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and a lot of times parents get them calls. Come on back home.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Now, if somebody mistreating you, but you're just homesick, you gotta kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's probably where I made the mistake. I didn't make that call. I probably should call my uncle or something. I just came on back home.
Hindsight the best side.
Right.
That's all it is. Yeah, that's all. Hindsight the best side. There ain't nothing to beat yourself up. But I just think that a lot of times when we get those, and those things, I as a father, and I feel like I got a pretty good relationship with all my children. That's one of the things I always kind of be mindful of. Hey, dog, like, just kind of get, let's see how this and that is. Listen to them talking and everything. But we all have those people in our lives where they're the kind of people. Not that we need them to tell us what to do, just some kind of
push
or affirmation.
Yeah.
I call you, this, that, and that. I'm running my mouth. Well, boy, you can do it. Go on and do it. And we all like, you already got your mind set, but you just need some kind of affirmation.
Right.
If you're wrong, you're wrong. They'll tell you.
Right.
But we just kind of need that stuff like that, and I think that's kind of human nature. Again, we're talking about should people should share credit when it isn't deserved. But the last point I want to make is just long-term success. Building a successful career is often based on collaboration, teamwork, positive relationships. Taking credit isn't deserved can damage these aspects, hindering your long-term success in the workplace. It's important to acknowledge contributions of others, share credit when it's due, and create positive. It's important to acknowledge that the contribution of others, share credit when it's due, and create positive and supportive work environment for everyone involved. Guys, it's cool to get pats on the back.
Right.
Cool, be recognized as the big dog and stuff like that. But you always have to understand that when you do things, other people's feelings are involved because they make commitments. They have certain things happen. Be very aware of that. Mm-hmm. And also, when you've done things and other folks haven't done it, it ain't that wrong with not necessarily, I can be the bigger person and we all this. Sometimes you got to check team every now and then.
That's right.
Sometimes you got to check certain things. So a lot of times when you don't open your mouth, this person keep getting recognized and stuff like that. Your ass be in the background. These ain't the 30s and 40s. Whereas, a lot of our forefathers had to do that. Mm-hmm. They didn't have a choice. They did a lot of that stuff so people can have a voice. Let nobody take away shit from you.
Right.
That you deserve. You know what I'm saying? Real damn talk. Next thing you know, now that makes you become mad. That makes you become dejected from certain situations. But you have to when you open your damn mouth.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then the supervisor said, well, why didn't you say something? Yeah.
So I challenge anybody, and everyone, protect you.
Always.
Nobody gonna look for you like you. Listen, guys, nobody called in, but I appreciate and I love the conversation we had tonight in regards to share credit when it's deserved and a great show. Definitely, guys, go to the YouTube channel, Change Your Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got over 800 videos on the YouTube channel covering great information, good conversations just like we had tonight. Also, make sure you go to my other YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar, where we talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship. Got over 800 videos on that YouTube channel as well. Go to both, the main hub, all the YouTube channels. So even with this show came in during the middle or the tail end of the show, go to the YouTube channels. You'll be able to see the videos in their entirety. Make sure you share information in regards to what both channels, and also make sure you'll be able to get a notification each time we upload a new video. That's it for this week. We ain't got a show next week, right?
No.
We ain't got a show next week.
That's Turkey Day.
Turkey Day. I'll probably do a couple of live streams from the crib. Not on Thanksgiving, maybe Sunday, Wednesday. Going. But guys, listen. Bottom of my heart, I appreciate all the love and support. Make sure you guys have a happy, safe Thanksgiving out there and stuff like that. Call somebody you know that you haven't talked to in a minute. Check on them. Tell people that close to you love them. Take care of yourself, and I'll talk with you soon.